economic action. I think mindful spending by our government should be the starting point. And then economic policies that would really affect the common man. For example, I understand that we are following IMF rules by removing subsidy from energy. But that doesn't mean you can't subsidize other things. What are the things that will affect the common man? Like you said, in America, they subsidize agriculture.
Heavily.
Food is the cheapest thing. And you can be broke and not have a house, but you will have food.
Eat.
So what are they subsidizing in Nigeria? What is being subsidized?
Now that's what I came back to. That what's our GDP? We have a population of 200 and something million people. And that our GDP is about 450 billion a year. Divided among 220 people. We're a poor nation.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Forget anything. We have oil. No. Visa.
So because we're a poor nation.
Now you are importing virtually everything
you can think about.
This TV, they have demystified it. The technology behind it is simple.
It's just simple.
We don't have one TV plant in Nigeria working.
And
these are things we spend money on annually. I don't know whether we are started making phones in Nigeria. These are things we spend money on. Clothing. The only people that are showing a sign that at least that we can still clothe ourselves are the Igbo traders in Aba. Unfortunately for us, most of what they produce, they export to other West African countries. They don't sell it here in Nigeria.
Because another Nigeria won't wear.
Yes, they don't.
I appreciate the fact that these guys are doing something.
Yes.
And I don't see what is wrong in Nigerians wearing armed clothes. Look at the tag and buy it. And so what? They prefer
Chinese people know where their own products.
They prefer buying, bend down select than wearing Aba. So we don't digress too much. So we agree that right now there's nothing the government is subsidizing in Nigeria.
Nothing. And because there's virtually nothing they can subsidize.
Yeah, because like you said, we are
we're a poor country.
Downside to all of this, we have a health crisis situation. Nigerians are not eating well.
See, there's a template. There's a template the Western world used. It was propounded by Plato in Greece those days. That's the template the Western world used to propel themselves to where they are.
Yeah.
I've seen that same template used in a country that moved from third world to first world, Singapore. The template is philosopher king. Men that are imbued with intellect should run society.
Exactly.
To weld a multi-ethnic nation to think like one people is a job of intellect. Go and read from third world to first world. You understand what it takes to build a multi-ethnic nation. Nigeria has not started electing
the right kind of people.
I mean, when I say top-notch thinkers. Sorry to say it. The man that turned Turkey into what it is, Kemal Atatürk, was a soldier, but was highly intellectually inclined.
So, you say we've not had any leader?
The closest we've had. No, Obasanjo was the closest we had. He's the only Nigerian head of state that has written books upon books. So he's intellectually inclined. He likes book.
But our present president, Tinubu, while he was governor of Lagos State, did he seem to tilt in that?
I was going to come to that. Tinubu prides himself as somebody who is an intellectual and then thinks of the people. But because of the populist kind of politics he plays, he cannot be a philosopher king like my co-host has said. Because the truth is, he's more interested in keeping people loyal than doing the right thing. The few people loyal
to the detriment
of the masses than doing the right thing. So when you have people that you want to keep loyal, you have a populist idea, not general populist idea, but a few set of people, and then you endow those ones because you want them to remain loyal to you. You will crush the common goal.
Nigeria in the past 8 years was that President Muhammadu Buhari sacrificed merit for loyalty.
Exactly.
That's what happened. See, Nigeria is blessed. See, if it is manpower, the president of the Afro-Exim Bank in Cairo is from Nigeria, Professor Benedict Orama. The president of the African Development Bank, Dr. Akim Adesina, from Nigeria. These are people that go to the international and compete and excel.
Why can't they?
So why can't we find such people to lead Nigeria?
Exactly.
That is the issue. Tribalism, stupidity, biases.
But are they also interested? That's
It's
what
not a matter of who will come and how can that kind of man come and play politics here in Nigeria?
I don't think most of them are interested.
You hear the spokesman of the president trying to blackmail one ethnic group. What's that his name again? Bayo Ononuga. Anything, Igbos, this and that. Oh,
So
what are the issues?
It shows you the kind of
What are the issues?
leaders we have.
How do you bring down Naira? Excuse me now. I'm going to ask you a question. If I have a proposal, if I have a business plan now, I need $10 million to set up maybe a mini small scale industry. Calculate 1,600 times $10 million. How much I have to source for in Naira? Is it available? That's the danger. A country devalues its currency when you have things to export. It makes your products cheaper. That's what China did. China will never allow their currency to appreciate so that it can be attractive for people to buy. But while they are buying, they are creating jobs in there and they are curbing inflation. So that money will have some value for their people. So there's a lot of there's no fast rule that this is how an economy will grow. It's a cocktail.
Yes. Mixture of everything.
Yes, you do this, you look at the effects. It's a cocktail, it's a mixture of so many policies. One thing is to have the right policy, another thing is to have the competent people to execute those policies. I can conceive the best policy in this world and I put jackasses there, it will come down to zero. If I'm the head of service or the president of Nigeria, all federal government, what is the wage bill? Wage bill and divide it according to the number.
Exactly.
Yes,
And you
finish.
get it.
So there shouldn't be any dichotomy
Yes.
among
So that there will be no incentive because some people like this
should be
agency,
levels.
they're trying to get interagency transfer to another one because of higher emolument and all these things.
And you know what? When you have a passion for something, you will go for it because you are still going to be paid the same thing. So at the end of the day, everything still points out to the government. They need to overhaul a lot of things.
And the followership too has its issues.
Okay.
Poverty, somebody said that poverty has been weaponized.
In Nigeria.
You know what that actually means? When you are poor, you don't think beyond the next meal. So you don't have the time to even
That's why
so you don't have the luxury to plan long term because it's a luxury. How my kids eat. Okay, I send them 30K today. I know that money will last for like 4 days. Well, how will I get money again? So you're always thinking like as if you are a dog, stray dog looking for food on the street. Yes. That is the tragedy where we are. The dog when the dog is in the house, the master doesn't give you food. You look for you to leave the fence. And that's where we are today. So to me, where we are today, first of all, if I'm the government, I will import food in large quantity. It doesn't encourage local agricultural production.
Just for now.
But at least it will stem this desperation.
Yeah, but I don't think we don't have food in Nigeria.
Maybe the more money
It's
to
the
buy.
transportation to where people need it. That's the problem.
I take it. Yeah, the transportation. You go to places like when you go, food is not so expensive. These women, for instance, the average market women, the profit on top is.
Excuse me now. The average market woman now can comfortably calculate with accuracy that by December now, this thing I'm buying for 10,000 will be 15,000 naira.
So she starts selling at
based on the trend. So she's trying to sell at a higher price so that by December she can buy again. Don't you understand? They are the real
Corporates in this whole
economists in Nigeria. They can project because they do people every day. They buy, they sell.
Okay. I think the profit is too much.
Before we digress, I wanted to, when you read the FCPC story, I wanted to talk about Instagram shopping.